We got to.
What's going on, guys? It's Bob from Olympusiron, bringing you fitness of Olympian proportions. Today I'm going to cover a question that I thought was pretty interesting, is that how did fitness affect my social life? Well, if you guys don't know, I did start into the fitness industry about halfway through college. So when I did that, it changed my life a whole lot. I never went to any college parties. I was always eating my meals. I worked a full-time job and I was full-time school as well. I graduated early because I wanted to get into that working life. And my social life was really affected by my fitness. And that was because I planned all my meals throughout the day. And sure, I'd have a cheat a week or, maybe 2 cheats. But I also wanted to save my money as well. So I wasn't, hopping and skipping and jumping to go out and spend all this money, especially on alcohol. I mean, to me, and this has always been my view, I don't need alcohol to have a good time. I'm always upbeat, and I don't need something to change my personality. I do socially drink. Nick Wright, do not say anything about New Year's. That was a fluke, and that'll never happen again. If you want to know, ask Nick Wright what happened on New Year's. Comment on one of his videos, what happened to Bob on New Year's. But to me, your social life changes completely because now you have to overcome so much peer pressure. And I think it's part of the friend group you have, is you got to be around like-minded people. Because if you're around a party friend group and you're the only guy that lifts, you're going to be screwed. Same thing with girls, You guys talk to each other and you're like, oh, what are you doing this weekend? We're going out. And you can only say no so many times before they're just like, yeah, you're not my friend anymore. So I've lost friends from this industry, and you gain a ton of friends because people are just like you out there looking for friends who have the similar goals. It's tough, but I've met a lot of good friends as well. Because every weekend you're going to have people, what are you going out this weekend? You going out this weekend? And most likely I'm preparing my meals, spending a little extra time in the gym because I don't have work. That's my weekends, guys. And occasionally I'll go out with my girlfriend and, we'll have a nice dinner. But even in that dinner, I'm eating steak, potatoes, vegetables. I'm not going out and buying French fries and nuggets at McDonald's, me and Nick P used to do that late at night, for a quick cheat when we were just on our YOLO bulking. But, now that things have levered out for me during tax season, I'm pretty much eating the same thing every day, which is chicken twice a day. And then I'm having my protein shakes, rice cakes, having some vegetables. But that's it. When somebody asks me, hey, you want to go out for lunch, at my job, I'm like, no, I have my meal. I have this person that always asks me at my office, hey, you want to go get Little Caesars pizza for lunch? And I'm like, no, I can't, man. I have my chicken and rice. So it definitely affects me socially. And, I hope nobody takes this as me just being an asshole, not wanting to go to lunch with them or not wanting to go to dinner with them. You almost have to explain to your friends that, hey, listen, this is the lifestyle I lead. I'm really sorry. I can go with you and just watch you eat that, but if you don't want that, then, it's not really my thing. I feel like you have to explain it because it's if you just say, no, I'm not, I don't want to, it kind of makes you come off as a dick. But yeah, my social life is almost non-existent. I do hang out with my friends, but my hangout to me is hey, you want to get a lift in? And how many guys can relate out there? How many girls can relate? Is when you're talking to your friends and you haven't seen them in a while, and what's the first question you ask? Hey, we should get a lift in, and then you get a post-workout meal together, and that's your hangout. But the benefits are huge. You spend your life dedicated that much consistency to the gym or whatever. You're gonna have a lot of muscle gains, but you're also gonna have a lot of respect too. Almost everybody in my office knows that I'm the one to go to for any advice on fitness, diet. So I have a respect in my office that I'm that source of information, and that's a good feeling. And you also have a ton of good feelings for yourself. So there's good positive, and there's negatives too about this industry, you know. So that's how fitness affected my social life. I feel like it's getting better as I kind of just make it second nature and get my meals in and really weed out the people that are just party animals and and will always want to go out and destroy their macros. But as of right now, I'm in a pretty good spot. Me and Michaela have a pretty good system. You know, she doesn't eat with me all the time. You know, she'll eat her meals, I'll eat my meal, and we kind of just meet in the middle. It's not really a lot of peer pressure from the girlfriend, because I know a lot of people will say, you know what, I have my meals and my girlfriend doesn't eat like I do, so now like she wants me to go out and then I pick up something for myself. Kind of just have to overcome that. It's like willpower. You know, with anything else, consistency is going to get you where you need to go. And if you fuck around and you are a little baby back bitch and you say to your girlfriend, no, I'll get pizza with you, like, no, you got to be strong. And you got to establish yourself at the beginning of a relationship that this is a priority for you. And you know what? It may not be your number one priority, but you have to tell her. You have to be like, or tell him, be like, fitness is a big part of my life. I'm going to go to the gym regardless of if you like it or not. So get used to it now. That's what I told Michaela. First week, I was like, you need to know that this is a big part of my life and that I go to the gym every day, and that you might as well just think of it as me working. You know, 9 to 5, just say, hey, Bob, you work 9 to 7:30. That's what you do. Like that, just picture it that way, because it'll make it a lot easier. And she respects that. And so from a social perspective, you just got to make the people around you believe that this is your choice and this is what you want to do, but you have to also be consistent so that they can respect it. If you're one of those people that just bounce around and be like, this week, oh, I'm doing this. Sorry, guys, it cut. My girlfriend was calling me, but I declined her to finish this off. Don't be one of those people that one week you are, you know, eating a ton of shit food, and the next week you're like Mike O'Hearn. Like, people won't respect that. So be consistent so people can respect it, and you can be seen as this is your lifestyle, and it doesn't waver, so they won't even question whether or not they can ask you for this stuff. Or, you know, don't be that guy that crumbles, or that girl that crumbles when you get asked a question. Be strong to your beliefs, and keep the goal in mind. Keep the goal in your head, and, you know, visualize it, and always and make it a presence, and that'll help you make your decisions that will lead to the ultimate muscle gain of Olympian proportion. Check me out on YouTube. Oh my God, check me out on YouTube. No, check me out on Instagram. You're watching me on YouTube. Check me out on Instagram and Twitter at Olympusiron, and also find me on Facebook at Olympusiron. On my way to work, I'm an hour and a half from my client, so 3 hours on the road a day. So hopefully I'm going to be doing more of these vlogs in the car. I know seeing my face for like 6 minutes is not what you want to do, but tough shit. Just kidding. Love you guys. Check me out.